So this is the rundown of the whole nit and gritty of the last 20 days of my life after telling TikTok to go fuck itself. Well, I did that like about a month and a half ago. You know, like I told you guys, I'd be back. Just wanted to like let it ride for a little bit, you know, because I didn't want to keep on posting and having shit being taken down and more strikes put on my account until I like talked to a couple people and had things backed up on my end. Um, I got that now. So the deal is when it comes down to it, uh, my account's pretty much back up in the good standings. I mean, my action account's still fucked. Don't get me wrong on that. Apparently, riding on two wheels and not doing anything crazy because former pro life, I don't do anything crazy anymore. Your flight time expires later on in life, and you know there's a lot of 50-year-olds out there still like hucking and like doing whips and shit like that. But like I can't. Um, when your tendons basically get fucked and your muscles aren't as snappy as they used to be because of injuries, and your bones are now turning into like China, fine China. You know, you just look at it and the shit breaks. It's tough. But yeah, TikTok wants to take my shit down all the time because of the fact that basically, like, I promote dangerous acts. No, I don't. I promote you going to the damn skate park and having fun and doing what you can do. I never promoted people to go and fucking go to a skate park and be like, yo, you know what you gotta do? Backflips on concrete. Fuck no, I never did that. I'm one of the people that basically like, I say it like this. Um, I got a lot of people I follow on here that, as long as they're attempting to better their riding and that'll overcompensate for, their early years of riding that, they're not really making strides, but like basically like instead of doing that, they go and, do other shit. Um, or they're not dedicated, aka the whole hobby rider thing, cough panza. Um, the deal is basically I I wholeheartedly believe that people should be basically out there having fun. That's what it is. I don't go to the skate park to act, better than somebody else because I know I'm not anymore. I'm fucking washed up, as it says in my header for my account. Um, like I go ride and I got fears that pop up like more so than most people. I remember back in the day, basically like um, mid school saying always was is just huck that bike and let it do what it wants to do, and then after it's done, just land it. That's bike control. Bike control is not like basically like looking at what you're about to do and pre-planning what you're about to do. It bike control is basically like doing it and then finding a way out on your exit. Even if it's fucking jumping off the bike. I can't even do that anymore. I go down with the ship like I'm a fucking captain of the Titanic. I just it's not there anymore. You hit your head so many times, like basically like my goal this year was not to get knocked out. I got knocked out 2 months ago, and I'm just like, yeah, that's the drawback to it. You get head trauma and TBIs and shit like that, and it it makes your capabilities fucking limited, because you can't get that reaction time that you once had, and that sucks, because all you want to do is better yourself, but now you're limited on the function of your reaction, from your eyeballs to your brain to your muscles. Not to mention the fact of balance. Um, I mean, I'm so old now that basically, like, I gotta go to an ear doctor just to get my ears cleaned out. Because this is another thing about getting old. Most people think they're going deaf. No, your ears just develop more wax as you get older, and they kind of like, yeah. I'm deaf in one ear already, so basically, like, occasionally I'll sleep on the good ear side. And this is the funny fact of it is, you, it, when you sleep, it puts pressure on the lower lobe of your ear, and it pushes up the whole fucking ear thing, and it'll actually make the drum smush down on the ear canal, and whatever wax is there gets stuck to your eardrum, and temporarily will make you deaf. It sucks. But yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now, and I go see a doctor about that soon. Get that shit sucked out. Uh, I really want to engage myself better this year, and I'm gonna avoid riding in December. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not gonna have last year happen again. Um, because the running story of last year, if you come across my account and you don't know what the fuck happened last year, I lacerated my liver in December riding. And then as soon as I recovered for that, I got on an airplane and brought one of my favorite bikes out to New York, and rode indoor, and immediately broke my hip. Um, as they always say, injuries develop more injuries. Because this is the one thing that nobody lets you know. Um, when you're recovering for more than like 2 weeks of an injury, you got tendons and muscles that are around that affected area, and they tend to get weaker or not as responsive, and yeah, so it kind of hampers you, and you either overexert yourself when you finally get back on it, or you underexert and you don't land it, and either way you don't land it, you know. And that's what happened in February, like literally on my birthday. Most people on their birthday gets presents and stuff like that. I got me more metal in my body, you know, and a Bob Vila set of screws in my hip, you know, like zigzag and shit. I mean, the X-ray is fucking hilarious to look at. Those screws are not straight. But I don't blame the doc, because basically it's really hard to go through an incision on the side of your body and layer a screw in without fucking, you know, it basically, like, this is the one thing about ortho docs that most people don't fucking understand. When they're putting screws in your bones, it's basically like they're like trying to like screw the floorboard down to, like, you know, a joist or whatnot, and but the problem is you got carpet on top of that fucking floorboard. You know what I'm saying? And if you have ever drilled a deck screw through carpet, and you know what happens is it grabs it and it wraps it around the screw. Same thing with ortho. They're trying to avoid that, and that's the reason why, like, you know, you got the Bob Vila screws. You know, they're strategically going through, and they're also cutting those tendons, which I'm still, like, almost a year later recovering from that injury, because the tendons that they cut through. I'm not a fat ass, and I'm not like a lazy ass, and all my tendons are super fucking tight. So when you cut through an athlete's tendon, it's not like cutting through a fucking, you know, a trucker's tendon. No offense to anybody out there that drives truck. I'm just saying, like, you guys usually sit on your ass a lot, and so, like, all your leg tendons are kind of like, you know, super chill. I mean, anybody gets offended for that. fucking, you ain't a real trucker, because all truckers know, you know, the one thing you develop is a fat ass when you drive a truck, you know, and or the ability to jump down 4.5 feet from, you know, the door without breaking your goddamn ass. But it is what it is. What we got here? Oh shit.